Oh. Oh, hello, Spiders. I haven't seen you in quite a while. As you can see, I've been working a bit more on the castle, and I've finally finished my new bedroom. In fact, I've done quite a bit of renovation work to the castle. I think everything should be just about ready for the gala that's about to happen. I've redecorated and cleaned out some of the old rooms, the library. Cavity has a proper room of their own now, and soon Evangeline shall be moving into this room and out of their cell that I've rather shamefully had to put them in. Yes, really the only thing that remains is getting myself a proper gala outfit, though luckily I've been able to find a good tailor for just that purpose. Oh, I'm mostly looking forward to it. It's well, I suppose for the younger vampires it'll be a taste of something new, because the idea of a gala really quite died with the old court system, and there hasn't been one in at least a century, I would say. Daytime. How unfortunately predictable. Why, yes, I need to get fancier. This is fine for day wear, but really for a gala it's not nearly sufficient. Now, if I can remember the route I have to take. Somewhere over this way, if I remember correctly. Why, I think most every vampire who lives in vampire territory will be there. I've sent out some invitations, especially to my fledglings. I know I invited Snow and Veers personally, and I'm sure Asher will show up regardless, even though I haven't invited him. Hello?
Hi.
You aren't a vampire, are you?
You are a vampire.
Why, naturally, this is vampire territory after all.
I didn't expect that to be vampires this far out.
And again, you're not exactly human yourself either, are you?
Well, I'm more human than you.
Well, I suppose that much is true. Do you have a name, young one?
Not one that you deserve.
Well, given that you've wandered onto the edges of my estate, I think I am somewhat entitled to it, dare I say.
Fine. I'm Nyx. Royal Hunter in training.
Aha, that was going to be my next question. A hunter, you say? In vampire territory of all places, well. I didn't realize the Royal Hunter Academy resorted to letting children do its dirty work these days. Then again, I really shouldn't have expected any less from them.
No, I'm still a student, but I'm not a child.
In that case, let me quiz you on a little something. Does the name Aloysius Viscount de Rothmore ring a bell to you?
No.
Well, you see, perhaps that's unsurprising, because about 2 centuries ago, your very own academy was responsible for killing me, though, as you can see, they didn't do a very good job of that.
Right.
So
then how are you back?
A little blood magic might have been involved. Though there was, admittedly, a roughly 200-year interlude between my death and my resurrection, so I'm not surprised that the name Rothmore has largely been forgotten by the Academy.
Were you someone important?
They really haven't bothered to teach you the war history, have they? Well, suffice it to say that during the war I was employed by the then King Chiron of the vampires as a sort of
What?
prison warden. And in that role I became known as the Spider, because I was very good at making large webs and catching many things in them.
So you've been around for a long time then.
Yes, even longer than Prince Asher, dare I say. Do mind your step, dear. It's very dangerous in these woods. Didn't your parents ever teach you never to wander around the woods alone at night?
Closest thing I had to parents told me that I should kill any vampire I see.
I suppose that's better advice than anything my parents ever taught me. Then again, they were both killed by vampires, so there is a certain irony to that.
So then why are you... Shouldn't you hate vampires?
Well, if I had to choose between befalling the same fate as my parents did, or joining them and being granted the closest thing that exists to immortality in exchange, why, seems rather a fair trade-off, wouldn't you agree?
Not if it means becoming a vampire.
Oh, watch out. I see, so, well, if you're a hunter apprentice, I shouldn't really be surprised. Behind you. Oh, I meet so many prejudiced individuals these days who can think of vampires as nothing more than mindless killers.
It's a fair prejudice to have.
But if you hate mindless killers so much, then why on earth join the Hunter Academy?
Because we're not mindless killers, we only hunt vampires. We're not like the other hunters that just go after whatever pisses someone else off, we have a code.
Oh, really? Is that why it took so much convincing to get the hunters to agree to some kind of treaty?
They wouldn't have agreed to it. I think Asher must have done some, I don't know, vampire mind control.
Ashra's about as convincing as a poorly made toupee. Truth of the matter is, most hunters I've met are just about as stubborn as most vampires I've met, so really it's rather a balanced relationship when you think about it.
Not when vampires hurt innocent people.
The longer I live, the more I seem to believe there's no such thing as true innocence.
How long have you lived?
Well, relatively speaking, only slightly longer than Asher, which would place me, gosh, I think around 600 years old.
600?
Indeed.
Oh. Okay.
I've lived
And
through...
so you died and now you came back.
Yes, I have rather miraculously lived through 3 separate vampire rulers. Though, of course, there was the unfortunate interlude. Actually, speaking of the treaty, are you aware that your being here is technically a violation of it? Or at the very least of the recently imposed rule that the borders of vampire territory are to be closed down to non-vampires?
I don't abide by the treaty.
At least that's one thing we might agree upon.
You don't like it either? Doesn't it just make vampires seem nice and helpful?
I think it's a leash and collar around the neck of every vampire alive today, if that's what you mean.
I guess it's better than them walking free.
But you know, the prince's manor is actually only, gosh, I would say about a stone's throw away from here. Perhaps you would like to pay him a visit. How would that sound?
No. No, I think I'm good.
No, I haven't had a prisoner under my wings for 200 years. Perhaps it's high time I got another one, wouldn't you agree?
No.
And that is after I take you to the prince. Run all you want, little one. Must have used a warp stone. Well. I mean, if that is what constitutes the next generations of hunters, then well, I think vampires will sleep rather easy. Some of you spiders are really, really troublesome customers, and to top it off, the sun has risen once more. Would I have turned them had I caught them? No. No. I already have 2 troublesome fledglings I can't seem to rein in. I'd hate to add a 3rd one to the mix. Yeah, I suppose I'll have to fetch my suit later. I still have plenty of time before the gala happens tomorrow evening. I do hope you spiders will be on your best behavior then. There's quite a few people coming then. Yes, it's nice to be living in a complete castle once more. Still a little rough in spots, I suppose, but a castle like this should wear its age. It is 1,000 years old or more, after all. This used to be the old ballroom. Really quite small when you think about it now. Then again, this castle was built back when the family were merely barons. It's high time I updated it to something befitting the rank and honor of a viscount. And I think these renovations that Evie has helped me with have gone a long way to achieve just that. Good thing I managed to stop that pesky little hunter before they found the location of the castle, or got any whiff of the gala that will be happening. I'd hate to have some little troublemaker lurking around the halls. Very well then. I suppose that's it for today. Until tomorrow, spiders, I do hope you will find it an enjoyable evening.